Hello everyone, and welcome to a new series of Drone Swarm that we're going to be running on the channel. We have looked at Drone Swarm before. We had a look at it when it first released back in October 2020. And that was before even the 1.1 patch came out, so right back in early days. Now, they're up to version 1.3. There was quite a flurry of development in the months immediately post-launch. And a whole bunch of bugs have been sorted out, and there's been a lot of quality of life improvements and adjustments to the early game. Seeing as it's come across as quite popular with you guys, I figured we'd do a proper run through and hopefully try and take it through to completion. So me and 32,000 drones, hopefully I will have a slightly better handle on them compared with last time. But let's jump in and see how we do.
January 21st, 2111. A date I will never forget. The day the sphere appeared in our orbit. We were not ready. Out of options, we unleashed every nuke we had. We only succeeded in destroying our own planet. Boys with bows and arrows. The last remnants of Earth tried to resist, tried to survive. So did my brother and I, but it was hopeless. Yet, we kept fighting. Until that one fateful day, when he subconsciously transferred his soul into a drone. Turns out, Aiden was the key. Because of him, Eva sensed our way out. Through the sphere, she initiated the Great Sacrifice. 32,000 human psionics merged their soul into the swarm that day. Now, ours to command, we used the swarm to rebuild. But it was too late. Earth was lost. Eva studied the sphere with her powers and found a way to build our first interstellar ship, the Argo, powered by the sphere, protected by the swarm. On it, 32,000 human souls locked in stasis. But power attracts power, and the Vor were drawn to the energy of the sphere. They could not have it. The swarm. It was like trying to control a tornado. Some say we should have died along with our planet. I say, this is our chance to start anew. My name is Carter, Captain of the Argo, and we will find New Earth.
I have to wonder whether there was other souls in the swarm and we've just like overwritten them, committing genocide.
The new cluster and are ready for scanning, Captain.
Okay,
I
Kaylee.
hope we find a suitable planet fast. Earth is running out of time. We need a new home.
Alright, let's get on with this.
Vessel, this is the Argo. Cease fire. We come in peace.
We come in
No
peace.
response,
Shoot to
Captain.
kill.
Battle
Shoot to
stations.
kill. Alright, let's go to this. It's going to teach us how to play again. So we need to draw a line through the enemy when we've got our attack selected.
The swarm is ripping them apart.
Pretty effective. We lost a couple of
More
drones,
energy
but nothing too
signatures.
bad.
Remember, Carter, you can use the swarm defensively as well.
Thanks, Ava. Right, so it wants me to get that across. Big missiles.
Careful, Captain. They may punch through the wall.
Let's just cut across all of them. It's probably a much safer way of doing it.
More incoming. No problem for me.
Okay. See if we can head them off directly. Oh, missed him like by the tiniest little bit. And a tiny bit of wall should keep us safe just
I
there.
don't feel particularly welcome.
Not a bad little introduction. That felt a little bit more intense than the last time. It could be me just misremembering. So, the Galaxy Map. The Galaxy Map provides an overview of systems you've discovered, and the systems the Argo, your mothership, can jump to. Click on the system to get more information about it. And we are now 1 day since leaving the Earth. No, we don't have any skill points yet. We do have a psionic burst projector and a railgun. So let's go into the upgrades. One of the things that they have done with the patches since launch is they've made a lot more things to find on the map. So we're going to get a lot more upgrades relatively early on. So we'll have more variety available to us. I think we'll start with the psionic burst projector and see how it feels. I don't remember it being spectacular, so we might switch to the railgun pretty much straight away. And it looks like we can set the difficulty up here. Right. Explore the nearby system Threshold in search of an Earth-like planet. Threshold. The first steps in the unknown part of the galaxy. Scan the system and every new system after it. Maybe we can find an Earth candidate. Yeah, sure. We can just like move around hunting for a new home.
Captain, there's already someone here. Sensors are showing it's the same type of ship that attacked the Argo back at Earth.
Well, guess we're fighting the Vor again.
Message. Translated.
Unknown vessel, you are in Vor territory. Leave or be fired upon.
I'm sorry, but you're not going to threaten me.
We cannot leave without scanning the system.
Then we have to defend ourselves.
No idle threat, then.
That's it? Could have been worse.
There'll probably be others coming in, but
I just had to jinx it, didn't I?
More vessels identified. More enemies folding in.
let's get ourselves in. I think that was the psionic projector that I saw blasting across at them.
Because we trespassed. Let's do what we came for and leave.
Being proactive seems to definitely work in terms of keeping on top of things. Our hull integrity, 100%, that's nice. We did lose 3,000 drones during that, though. That's a worryingly large amount. The candidate planet's atmospheric gas composition is not suitable to sustained human life. Eva reports that the sphere, however, has unlocked more of its secrets when exposed to this particular location. So we get some swarm XP from that.
I've finished compiling the data on the enemy. It's the Vor. They're indeed the ones who attacked us back home, and who are technologically superior to humanity.
Highly advanced. Still no match for us. Right, Aiden?
Indeed, brother.
Anyway, their ships are heavily armored and employ high-tech missile-based weaponry. What we have, thanks to the drones, is our maneuverability. So let's use that to our advantage.
I'm not sure the Argo is really maneuverable. I know she's talking about the drones, but if the Argo goes down, we all go down. But definitely something we need to watch out for. So we're now 2 days since leaving Earth. 5 war frigates gives us some skill points. That's always going to be good. And we're moving through the cluster into the Hell system. Oh, we're going to get a tech reward here. Right, so this is going to give us the arc strike. That's like the shotgun blast. Swarm generates a magnetic field and immediately releases in a tight arc, directing all the drones through that opening at high energy levels. Named after the Nordic place of endless suffering. We must delve deeper into this unknown cluster, jump to the system and scan the planets. Maybe this time we'll be lucky. I doubt it. I'm going to keep the psychic projector. I did talk about moving across to the railgun, but I think the psychic projector's actually doing stuff.
The Vor again, already in position.
That's not good.
Let's try this again. Warship, this is the Argo. We're here to scan the system's planets. Nothing else. but we will defend ourselves.
Let's put some shields up.
Trespassing without permission of our Empress. We cannot tolerate that.
I'm under the impression that this will become a running theme with these 4 aliens.
So yeah, we're just gonna mince through them before they really have a chance to do much.
We were done.
Argo, face judgment for your transgressions.
Enemy reinforcements incoming.
Right, let's get some shields out.
All right, Captain. System clear.
I think generally if I'm zoomed out more, it's a lot easier to see what's going on. Let's initiate the scan and see if we've got a planet. Well, I mean, we've got a planet. Let's see if we've got a good planet. In this case, it looks like we don't. The planet's magnetic field makes it unsuitable for life. We found a strange energy reading that tripped up some of the sphere's memory banks, though. That's giving us some swarm XP and swarm upgrade. And that should allow us to do the shotgun blast. Okay, 8 Vor frigates we took out there. Getting close to getting that skill point. It's probably going to be a little bit of time before we can manage it. Yeah, so to use this, we click and hold a point and release for a high power attack. We'll probably get to try that out in the Ramanujan system. We don't know how the locals call it, so we name it after a famous mathematician. Great! I mean, are there any locals? There might be. Time for stealth is over. This system shows a bunch of different energy different energy signatures. We need to jump in and figure out what's going on. We're going to learn the cannonball at this one, which is going to be our first kinetic skill. So let's get in and do that. I say learn. It's a tech reward, so I'm going to achieve a tech upgrade.
Sense a show of warship being attacked by someone else? I'm translating this new faction's language. Hopefully we have more luck with them.
Fingers crossed.
Unknown vessel, this is the Argo. Do not fire. We come in peace.
Of course you are. Just like the last ship that pretended not to be hostile. We will not fall for the same Vor trick twice.
Yeah, blame the Vor.
Beware of their lasers. If the swarm diminishes, they will punch right through.
Yeah, I mean, that totally didn't work.
Dashan vessels, identified as hostile. More vessels are coming in.
Okay, let's really try and lead them.
There's more of them walking in.
That worked well.
Now that it's over, who exactly were those aliens?
Ah, there is no more warping in. It was those 4. I think it went faster than the dialogue did. We lost a little bit of Argo's health because of the way it slipped around, but I think it's fine to have a bit of scuffing now and then. Let's scan the system. The planet's soil composition is so different, it's unusable. We found a strange energy reading that really set off some of the sphere's memory encoding, unveiling some secrets. Ward Cascade Laser. Is that a direct upgrade?
Can you feel it? Your psionic power is growing. I might be able to use that to teach the swarm new capabilities.
Great. We need any edge we can get. How about the Argo? Anything we can do with the alien components we salvaged so far?
Well, after the appropriate research has been conducted, likely. Reverse engineering some of the technology should be viable, so we might retrofit the Argo with it. Just imagine the possibilities.
Alright, so maybe that Cascade Laser is an upgrade. "4 days since leaving the Earth. 5 Dashan frigates and 1 Vor cargo ship. And, yep, indeed, we have learned the cannonball kinetic skill. So that's giving us a third option down the bottom. And I'm sure that in the mist system, it's going to teach us how to use it. Let's check out our upgrades. Yeah, so we've got the 2 skills there, but I'm not seeing anything about the cascade laser. We'll keep the sonic burst projector for now anyway. It might be that we need a skill point in order to start utilizing it. Let's move on to Mist. It wants us to head to Crossroads, so we've got to go through Mist anyway. The system is inside a pretty dense and active nebula. No system-wide effects though, so hopefully nice and straightforward.
There's a cargo container stranded on the other side of this asteroid field.
Awesome.
If we carefully push it towards the Argo, we might be able to retrieve it.
I'm up for giving that a go. So that's where we need to get it to. And it's over here.
Best not to waste any more time then.
Okay, so I kind of want to bump it down this way. I think we have to hold and wait for the drones to actually come across. And then we punch it like that and hope it goes between. That looks like it's gone okay. Let's try and punch it this way next. Hopefully we dodge the asteroid. Stop it in place? Not quite. That was a bit too far. Right, cancel that. I'm going to have to bring it back. Hop. Hopefully that counts. Oh, game, that's just mean. Stop. It's not very forgiving, is it? Okay, that should drift in. Oh, we've got to do it within a time limit as well. I didn't even see the time limit.
The container itself is worth a study as well.
Well, hopefully we didn't knock it around too much. This should lead us quite nicely to the Crossroads. We didn't get any skill points because we didn't kill anything. So, into the Crossroads. Now, there's going to be another tech reward here, which is the Ouroboros. Continuous loop with the attack pass. Okay. So that's... yeah, that's going to allow it to just go round and round and round, I guess. That'd be pretty handy. Especially if it's something big that we know we're going to need to keep hitting. Named after a famous fantasy city, which I'm guessing is called Crossroads. Search for New Earth. A New Earth candidate has been identified at this location, but we need to get a close-range scan of the surface and some samples to be sure. Vor and Dashan forces have been identified at the location, so we've got threat level 2. Let's crash the party.
We'll jump right into an ongoing battle. With a bit of luck, they'll ignore us and we can scan for suitable planets without any interference.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
So much for that. Guess we have to finish this fight before we can start the scanning process.
Boom.
They really want this station destroyed. And us.
We have to be mindful of those heavy lasers. Perhaps we can disrupt them with a cannonball attack.
Maybe.
And thus resetting their lasers. Great idea.
Okay, so we've got to destroy it. High charge up time. Laser deals heavy damage and ignores the walls. So we need to disrupt it. Or kill it.
Dashan vessels. Identified as hostile. More vessels are coming in.
Let's spin it around. Yeah, he's going down. Or at least I thought he was. Oh, he's healing. Right, well, let's hit him again. Perfect.
The station is not attacking us, but they're also not responding. They're transmitting a signal to a nearby system. How about we check it out after we finish our scans here?
Sure, that seems like a reasonable plan. So, candidate planet. The atmospheric gas composition is not suitable to sustain human life. Eva reports that the sphere, however, has unlocked more of its secrets when exposed to this particular location. We did lose quite a few drones on that, but it was alright.
The Dashan and appears to be at war with the Vor. Their engine and weapon systems look advanced, but their hull seems low-tech in comparison.
Given the few high-tech components they maintain, I conclude that the Dashan were provided those parts by another civilization. I wonder who that might have been.
In contrast to the Vor, they employ energy-based weapons. They also prefer to employ hit-and-run tactics, rather than a straight fight, probably because of their fragility. We'll have to find a way to counter that.
Well, certainly smacking them with the cannonball seemed to be effective at disrupting them. Yeah, losing drones is problematic because it reduces our offensive and defensive capabilities, but it's probably better that than losing the Argo hull. Hey, we have our first skill point. And we can now do the new available skill upgrade. So maybe we can select the Ouroboros upgrade. Let's go into the upgrades and have a look. Oh yeah. Let's learn it. Awesome. Still not seeing anything about the cascade laser, but let's change the psionic burst projector over to the railgun, just for a bit of variety. And we have a couple of choices. We can go to Horus, we can go to Maya, we can go to Elbow, or we can go to Elevation. It wants us to definitely go to Elevation and definitely go to Elbow. So let's do Horus and Maya first and see what extras we can find. So this is a green nebula which causes regenerating armor, threat level 2. A desolated system outside of the main lanes. I see that as extra experience.
We're picking up different energy signatures. Yet another faction? I think we've met them before. Should we investigate?
They say third time's a charm. Maybe this time we don't have to shoot them to survive.
Maybe. I'm not going to hold my breath though.
FYI, there's a hazard cloud in the area. Watch out for it. Rogue AI vessels identified. As usual, no life signs.
Okay, so we're going to need to hit both of these. Now I should be able to smack them into each other. Can I just... Oh, I can just punch through them. Well, let's do that. Come on, give him...
Our hull is down to 75%.
Wow, that happened quick. It really does go down quickly. I mean, it's regenerating, so I'm not really that fussed by it.
We're already down to 50% hull integrity.
Yeah.
Ships are a hybrid of both Vor and Dashan technology.
Definitely
But
worth
look how
paying
ship
attention to them.
appears. Perhaps this was made from the remnants of whatever ship they acquired.
Now they're targeting us. Unprovoked, I might add. The swarm is being decimated.
Yeah, the swarm is suffering a little bit. That's fine. Let's try and lead this one. Oh, didn't quite get him. He's really moving quickly, isn't he?
Our hull integrity is at 50%.
We'll get the one that stopped. Try and get in front of that raider.
A strong offensive for such a fragile vessel.
Yeah, tricky. Tricky, tricky, tricky. We managed to keep them at bay enough that it wasn't a problem. But my standard tactics weren't working particularly well for that. And with the hazards thing that it had as well, that was pretty bad. Extra XP, as I said though, and that's really what we care about. Let's move on to Maya. So we're going to get a tech reward from this. It's going to teach us how to ensnare. That's very cool. It's going to be most useful if they're going to be blasting bombs at us, I assume. Let's have a look. So Maya, dense nebula clouds surround this outlying system. Threat level 1, M-class sun, so damage and rate of fire increase. No regeneration coming from this one.
Again, this rogue AI.
Can't they
another
comprehend
hazard
that they are
cloud.
inferior to the swarm? Fighting us is futile.
Resistance is futile.
FYI, there's a hazard cloud in the area. Watch out for it.
And push the rogue ships in?
I mean, I'd love to. Especially when it's a big cruiser. Yeah, we're definitely going to want to spin it round and smack it from behind. I'm going to try and knock it into that. Come on, keep blasting it. I don't know if that's going to be effective enough. Yeah, that's annoying. Just take it out. Dancing with it is fun, but it's not particularly helpful for us. Okay, that's 2 gone. Oh, come on. Did it way too soon. That was effective, though. Spin him round and just barrel everyone in from behind. That's what happens when your shields only extend in one direction. And that has given us another skill point. And we have a new skill that we can learn for Ensnare. Let's go to the upgrades. And let's pick that up. So the wall skill will now slow down or outright stop ships. Pretty handy. I don't know if we can use it like really far away from us, but it could be pretty useful if we can just lock some of those things in. You know, draw maybe a little wall around them and stop them moving while we kill them. Okay, well that's going to be a good point to finish off this episode. Thank you very much for coming along, everyone. I do hope you are enjoying this. As I said, we're going to run through and we're going to like push further and further and further and give this a proper run, seeing as it was popular before. Hopefully you guys will enjoy it again, second run through. As always, if you have enjoyed this, be sure to give a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do so, and you'll be told when the next episode goes live. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for some more Drone Swarm. See you soon.